Where in God's name is the intimacy coordinator?
Here I am doing my part, trying to be a feminist.
Can we just be done?
Ooh, we're just getting started.
You did that on purpose.
I did not.
Guilty on all charges, Your Honor.
Ryan Reynolds, beloved jokester, charming leading man, and the face behind Marvel's snarkiest superhero, might be just one controversy away from losing it all. In a bizarre twist involving his wife Blake Lively, her co-star Justin Baldoni, and a lingering lawsuit, rumors are swirling that Disney has grown tired of the chaos. Could Ryan be facing the boot from Marvel's future slate? Buckle up, because the story behind these wild accusations is brimming with enough drama to make Deadpool break the fourth wall with a gasp. Blake Lively's lawsuit against Justin Baldoni was already a bombshell on its own. Accusations surfaced suggesting Justin's on-set behavior crossed professional boundaries, pushing Blake to take legal action. That alone would be enough to spark Hollywood chatter. But the fallout took a darkly comedic turn when lawyers reached out to Marvel Studios and Disney with a so-called litigation hold letter. In everyday terms, that letter essentially means, "We know you've got emails, texts, or footage linking Ryan to Justin. Don't you dare delete them because we're checking everything." Suddenly, the squeaky clean brand of Disney and the unstoppable Marvel juggernaut found themselves looking over their shoulders, hoping none of their records became Exhibit A in a case they never asked to join. Yet the real shocker was just getting started. Because while most celebrities might distance themselves from messy legal sagas, Ryan did the exact opposite. He apparently decided to weave real-life drama right into the very fabric of a certain upcoming Marvel film. The result? Rumors that Kevin Feige and Bob Iger are facepalming behind the scenes, furious about Deadpool's newly minted reputation as a tool for personal grudges. At the heart of this chaos is a rumor so bizarre it feels plucked straight out of a parody. Word on the street is that in the Deadpool and Wolverine project, Ryan played not just Deadpool but also a nice pool variant, a socially awkward feminist-leaning hero rocking a man bun. Fans and insiders alike believe this comedic caricature is a thinly veiled dig at Justin Baldoni. Why Justin? Well, for starters, Justin famously sported a man bun for years, citing everything from style to charitable hair donations. Secondly, the script apparently includes multiple jokes about intimacy coordinators, which are suspiciously reminiscent of Blake's claims that no qualified professional was present on set during certain filming sequences with Justin. Adding to that, Ryan's birthday post for Sandra Bullock, joking about intimacy coordinators and an HR department, seemed to target the same issue, as if he were winking at the audience and saying, "Yes, I'm going there." Critics say he went too far. Supporters argue it's just classic Ryan Reynolds humor, the same brand of irreverence that made Deadpool a box office phenomenon. But the bigger question is whether Disney and Marvel see the comedic value in lampooning an active lawsuit. Early whispers suggest they do not, and it could have repercussions beyond anything Ryan anticipated. If you're finding these revelations as jaw-dropping as we are, don't forget to hit that like button and drop a comment below. Your support helps us bring you more intriguing tales from the heart of Hollywood, and subscribing means you won't miss a beat when the next bombshell drops. The rumor mill rarely needs fuel to spin out of control, but in this case it got more than enough. Some fans are convinced that this isn't just about moral outrage or comedic fodder. They say it's about jealousy, raw seething jealousy on Ryan's part. According to this theory, Ryan was never too keen on Blake's co-star, especially once the two started sharing intense scenes in It Ends With Us. He became deeply involved in everything from the film's script decisions to on-set visits, a bit unusual even for a supportive spouse in Hollywood. People point to his history of quips about ex-partners and co-stars, highlighting how he tends to control the narrative whenever he feels threatened. Skeptics call these rumors tabloid nonsense. They claim Ryan is merely an enthusiastic husband who enjoys comedic banter and invests in his wife's career. Yet, each new detail, the cameo jabs, the suspicious tweets, the jokes and SNL monologues, fans the flames of suspicion. And let's be real, Hollywood loves a scandal, especially one involving A-list actors playing out their personal vendettas on screen. When it comes to comedic timing, Ryan Reynolds is a master. But as the old saying goes, read the room. Blake's accusations against Justin Baldoni were serious enough to land in court documents, making them anything but comedic fodder. Yet Ryan's SNL bits and Twitter wisecracks seem to treat the issue more like a punchline than a painful ordeal. The most glaring example came when Ryan appeared in a surprise SNL cameo. In a half-smirking tone, he rattled off comedic lines about hearing rumors or waiting for the next lawsuit. It was the kind of edgy, self-referential humor that usually slays audiences, except this time some watchers felt uneasy. How can you laugh about alleged harassment involving your spouse in front of millions of viewers? Justin Baldoni's legal team wasted no time calling Ryan out, framing his jokes as tasteless and dismissive. And for a significant chunk of fans, the comedic persona that once made Ryan so lovable started to feel callous. It's a fine line between comedic irreverence and outright cruelty, one that many believe he may have crossed. Now let's talk about the multi-billion-dollar question. How is Disney handling this fiasco? Disney is notorious for keeping controversies at arm's length. If there's one thing the House of Mouse values, it's a pristine brand image and family-friendly reputation. even if Deadpool himself is more mouthy than Mickey. Insiders claim that Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige was blindsided by the idea that Deadpool 3, or any related spin-off, might serve as a platform for personal vendettas. The letter from Justin's lawyers, instructing Disney to preserve evidence, instantly sent shockwaves through corporate offices. Nobody wants depositions over script choices in a comedic superhero film. The darkest rumor floating around is that Disney could be seriously considering a recast or a lengthy hiatus for Deadpool if the brand risk becomes unmanageable. Imagine the uproar. One of Marvel's most successful acquisitions, put on ice because of jokes gone too far. Some even speculate that if Ryan continues to poke the hornet's nest, Bob Iger might step in with a business-is-business approach, severing ties to save face. It doesn't end with Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds has built a respectable empire with his production company, churning out projects beyond just superhero flicks. According to industry gossip, some colleagues are fretting about potential fallout if the lawsuit intensifies, or if Disney chooses to clamp down on Ryan's involvement. When a studio juggernaut like Disney grows wary of a star, it can create a chilling effect across all their ventures, especially if that star is also a producer, an investor, and a creative force in multiple projects. Investors don't like unpredictability, and negative press often shakes confidence. Could brand deals or partnerships quietly evaporate? It's happened before to other A-listers who tangled with controversies. Every comedic tweet Ryan shoots off about this case might seem harmless to him, but to stakeholders who've poured millions into collaborative ventures, it's a ticking time bomb. A single lawsuit can stall entire productions if the top-billed star suddenly faces public backlash or legal depositions that overshadow the show or film in question. With social media serving as the modern oracle of public sentiment, fans have been vocal about their confusion, disbelief, and amusement. Some have turned #Deadpool recast into a trending topic, claiming the only way to salvage the franchise's integrity is to pass the red spandex onto another actor. Others are doubling down on their loyalty to Ryan, arguing he's the witty hero fans adore, controversy or not. Meanwhile, conspiracy theories swirl that Justin Baldoni isn't just an innocent bystander. Some corners of the internet suggest he's exploiting Ryan's comedic arsenal to strengthen his own legal position by painting him as malicious and insensitive. Or, inversely, that Ryan is simply trying to distract from a legitimate claim that should be taken seriously. In the midst of this chaos, Deadpool fans are stuck in limbo, unsure whether the next movie will deliver the same zany, irreverent energy they love, or if it's heading toward a corporate meltdown. Social media has become the battleground, with supporters, detractors, and curious onlookers all chiming in with their hot takes. Marvel Studios has long prided itself on carefully orchestrated crossovers and airtight marketing strategies. No matter how chaotic a storyline might seem on screen, there's usually a methodical plan behind the scenes. This Ryan Reynolds controversy doesn't fit that mold. Instead, it looks like an unpredictable storm that Disney and Marvel can't fully contain. Executives are likely doing damage control, figuring out which scenes or lines might be scrapped in post-production to avoid stoking the lawsuit's flames. Legal teams are probably dissecting each comedic jab to see if it could be interpreted as evidence of harassment or defamation. It's a complicated tightrope to walk. Let Deadpool remain the comedic rebel fans adore, but not at the cost of making the studio vulnerable to a high-profile legal battle. By the way, if you're still with us, we'd love to hear what you think. So smash that subscribe button and sound off in the comments. Your input shapes our next deep dive, and your support keeps the juicy Hollywood stories coming. If Marvel were to part ways with Ryan, or even just reduce his creative input, fans might see a shift in Deadpool's tone. Whether that shift is temporary or permanent depends on how this legal saga unfolds. For now, one truth is certain. The brand that used to be unstoppable now appears rattled, all because one of its biggest stars may have overshadowed the scripted chaos with a far more personal brand of mayhem. This entire saga defies belief. Blake Lively's accusations against Justin Baldoni, Ryan Reynolds' irreverent humor, references to intimacy coordinators, man-bun jokes, and the looming threat of Disney stepping in with the ultimate corporate punishment. It's a tapestry of Hollywood drama that merges personal vendettas, lawsuits, and a multi-billion-dollar franchise with global fans perched on the edge of their seats. Will Ryan Reynolds' beloved wisecracks prove to be his downfall in the Marvel Universe? Or is there a hidden strategy behind every jab he's made, destined to blow over once the dust settles? The only thing certain is that tensions are sky-high, and no one can predict exactly how far these consequences will stretch. For now, the fate of Deadpool, and perhaps Ryan's broader career, hangs in the balance. As viewers, we're left with burning questions. Will Marvel recast the mouthy mercenary, or let him soldier on? Controversy be demanded? Is Ryan simply guilty of comedic overkill, or has he crossed an unforgivable line by trivializing serious allegations? The final twist is yet to unravel, but one lesson resonates loudly across Hollywood. Not even a wisecracking superhero is immune to real-world drama. Let's see if Ryan can pull off the greatest plot twist of all, saving his own career from the comedic barbs he spent years perfecting. What do you think? Is Ryan Reynolds risking everything over a personal vendetta? Or are these rumors blown out of proportion? Drop your thoughts below, and if you can't get enough of these jaw-dropping Hollywood stories, be sure to stick around. There's always another revelation just around the corner.